Welcome back to Good Morning Idaho, everybody. Usually history is a look back at things that once were, but this weekend, Idaho history is actually coming to life at Julia Davis Park. And joining us this morning from the Idaho State Historical Museum is Ann Schwartzman, and also bringing along a founding father brought to life. Of course, Ben Franklin is joining us this morning. And Saturday is going to be pretty unique for families in the area when they head out to the park. What kind of experience are you hoping that people have here?
Well, first of all, I'm hoping that people have a really good time.
A lot of fun stuff playing. We'll get to that in just a second.
Right, a lot of fun stuff going on. It's educational, it's fun, it's free. And it's very, very family friendly.
And has this been going on before?
Yes, actually, this is our 39th year.
39th year. So history repeats itself as it comes to life.
That's right, and it gets better as time goes on.
Yeah, and I understand there's some new things this year in addition to things that you've had for years past. Tell us about some of the, as far as the events and things people can find at the park on Saturday.
Okay, one of our new sponsors, Boise City Department of Arts and History, we're able to bring in a lot of performing artists this year.
Oh, good.
And we think that through the performing arts, we learn a lot about our cultural diversity. So we're going to have Irish Dance Idaho.
Wow.
We're going to have some Greek dancers. We're going to have the Ballet Folklorico Mexico Lindo, which is the Mexican dancers from here in Nampa. We'll also have an Irish band. We're going to have Swinging with Ellie Shaw, which will be big band era. And we'll also be featuring Marimba Boise.
So a lot of cultural things. And of course, culture is tied directly to history, and
yes,
it always has been.
Yes.
So a lot of tastes of culture people can find there. And of course, let's get to Mr. Franklin, if I may call you that. I understand you're gonna be around this weekend as well. What kind of things would you hope that, let's say, kids come to meet you? What would you want kids to know about you as your history comes to life this weekend?
Well, a lot of these kids, I've already talked to some of them in years in the past, and they've read my autobiography.
You worked hard on that, huh?
I worked hard on that. I try to explain it, and of course they teach me a little about myself too once in a while.
And I'm sure you hear a lot of stories about some kite flying from the kids,
I get teased about that quite a bit. And of course, that wasn't the most intelligent thing I've done, during
and everybody knows about it, Ben. You can't hide that from history.
I know, I'm ashamed of that part, but at least I did my duty.
Now, Ben, are there going to be other historical figures like yourself that people can meet on Saturday?
And every year, I always enjoy having a conversation with Abraham Lincoln, one of my favorites.
So a lot of a founding father, a president, just to name a couple of the historical figures as well that are going to be there. Of course, helping share history, as you said, an educational activity. And let's go back over some of the, you talked about some of the entertainment and dancers and performers. What kind of booths? I understand there's going to be some activities as well and things that people can get involved in themselves, right?
Right. We have a lot of hands-on activities from some of our demonstrators. We have a quilter who's going to have 3 or 4 different kids' activities. We have a leather braider, and you can come in and braid leather or stamp leather.
Wow.
We also have a hat maker there, and she lets people decorate hats and then takes their pictures.
Awesome.
So those are all going on in the museum. Outside, we have some interpretation in the Costin Cabin, which is in the group of homes or houses that are in Pioneer Village.
Okay.
We'll also have the Free Trappers. We'll have Celebration Park there with their Indian Lifeways. We have a huge Civil War encampment. We have the medieval people, the Society of Creative Anachronism.
Wow.
And they'll have about 10 tents set up south of the Rose Garden.
Different eras of history that you can all find. Different time periods, different cultures, all represented, all coming to life this weekend. Julia Davis Park from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m., correct?
That's correct.
So history comes to life. Make sure you catch it. Meet Ben Franklin and
we have a lot of fun.
Some of the other historical figures that are sure to be there. All right, thank you both for being with us this morning. We sure appreciate it.